What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got very exciting news breaking on the war on Trump with Letitia James. We seen Fannie Willis yesterday, catching a big blow, trying to come after Harrison Floyd. I feel like a lot of, these district attorneys that are coming after Trump are starting to fail and fail miserably. We got Letitia James on a big backfire as new court action is being reversed in her case. She's another one that's been coming after Trump relentlessly, and it's not working. I feel like the public is starting to wake up. We're seeing straight through these cases that are being brought about on Trump. This is obvious, and the most blatant election interference, or they're trying to, at least, and miserably failing, because I feel like Trump is gaining mass support and donations as a result of all of these cases. We're gonna hop straight into it, guys, and check out what's going on with Letitia James. I think it might be over, guys. Let's get into it. Check out what's going on. Make sure you guys hit that like button, guys. It don't cost a thing. Hit that like button for me. Also hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. We're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Let's get into it, y'all.
Donald Trump remains this worldwide phenomenon, and no matter who tries to go against him, in this case, it is Letitia James and Fannie Willis, and where they thought they would end up turning him under, and instead the black vote is completely backfiring on them. We have the stunning poll that I'll get to at the end, but first I'm going to show you kind of an overview of where Trump's at and why there was a major turn this week, and it's all good news. Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug TeNapel. This is where all the happy people are, because we don't let the Democrats steal our smile, no matter how crappy they act. So here's the first headline. If Manchin runs for president, really be a spoiler and throw the election to Trump. So this is Joe Manchin out of West Virginia, who has been toying with a run for president. And people aren't sure if he's going to take more votes away from Trump or Biden because he's a Democrat. He's one of the most hated guys on the right. So he is going to absolutely carve into Joe Biden. Manchin pushes back on warnings from Democrats, arguing in a Fox News interview that, quote, I would never be a spoiler for anybody. That's a huge self-own. You should absolutely get out of the race if that's what you think. As he openly flirts with a third-party run for president in 2024, Senator Joe Manchin has plenty of people in his party terrified that that the moderate from West Virginia will unintentionally hand the White House over to former President Donald Trump, and I like that. There's another one. I just want you to you'll see a theme in all these headlines coming. It's Democrats are losing. Here's political. Biden's poll numbers aren't just bad, they're getting worse, as if it's possible. And by the way, it's not going to get any better, because he's not going to suddenly start getting younger. He's not going to suddenly start getting his mind back. The polls keep getting worse for Biden. Trump's vote share in national polls is higher than at any time in the past year. Another win. There's more. Now, here they're trying to throw shade at and put distance between we evangelicals and Trump. Here's three headlines. This is from The Guardian. Trump called Iowa evangelicals, quote, so-called Christians, and, quote, pieces of shit, a book says. Same headline, Daily Beast. Trump called evangelical leaders pieces of shit, new book claims. By the way, usually they would star out the word shit in a headline, but they showed it to make sure that you got the full impact, because they're trying to hurt Trump. Newsweek, Trump called evangelicals so-called Christians, talked conspiracy in this book. This was from 2016. They're talking about, the book is talking about stories from 2016 when Trump said to Corinthians, remember that? But Tony Perkins ended up, instead of endorsing Trump, endorsed Ted Cruz. And Trump said these fake Christians, he was angry at them, which I'm sorry, but it is to The Guardian and all these headlines. I don't care what Trump thinks of evangelicals. He can think that they're all fake. He can think whatever. He can think I'm fake. Doesn't matter. I'm still going to vote for him to save the country and save the world. How's that? So this is not going to put any distance between evangelicals and Trump. Nice try, guys. Desperate, desperate. Here's the New York Times. Could Nikki Haley, really beat Trump? Big donors are daring to dream. Big donors, keep throwing your money down that pipe. Just throw it down the toilet. I hope you lose all of your money and invest all of it on Nikki Haley. If you're a billionaire, give her all $100 billion, because you might as well fill up a lake with it and go water skiing on it. By the way, while you're at it, just throw some billions at me. If you're going to waste it and throw away, literally giving money to me is probably more effective than giving your money to Nikki Haley. I have a better chance of winning than Nikki Haley does against Trump. The Washington Post opinion, this is the big one. This is the one that Letitia James, this is what her court case was trying to do. Remember, she has been hunting Trump. She ran on it. And she has called him a racist. She's been doing all this blacks, and Biden, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Opinion, black voter turnout is the key to Trump's 2024 chances. When we sat down for dinner Thursday, I silently gave thanks that Donald Trump is not president of the United States. This is a writer for the Washington Post. Got bad news for you. Watch this. This is a killer. Are black voters leaving the Democrats behind? This is in another article. And this is my favorite. They're talking about a black poll. The change was so remarkable that it almost seemed like a mistake. In a poll of residents in battleground states by the New York Times and Siena College this fall, 22% of black voters said they would support former President Donald Trump over President Biden in a hypothetical 2024 matchup. A Republican hasn't gotten those numbers since Reagan. Blacks, 22% for Trump. So even though they've been trying to label him as a racist, label him as ineffective, label him as all that, it doesn't work among normal, common black voters, to a point that they thought that the poll was a mistake. The numbers were so in his favor. Even when they try to insult Trump, they end up showing that he has more power, more reach, more social credibility. They keep trying to take him apart and knock him down, and he keeps getting stronger. Guys, their tears are going to be so salty on election day, and we're going to be singing. I'm going to dance around the entire house.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Letitia James, Fani Willis, they're all failing, big failing. Their cases are not doing so well. And it's because the public can see straight through it. It doesn't matter if they're, trying to smear his name, get a guilty verdict. None of it's working. Trump, as we're seeing in these polls, Doug's showing they're not even able to believe the poll results because, he's supposed to be doing so bad right now. He's supposed to be fighting for his life in court, fighting for, a spot in the 2024 race. He's supposed to be failing right now, but it's the exact opposite. Trump has, weathered the storm in every aspect. On the case side, he's been I feel like faring pretty well in all of his cases. He hasn't taken any real losses. And I mean, rightfully, you got to think Trump's not really guilty of these charges they're bringing about. It's all trumped up charges. It's starting to show, because if someone was really guilty of any of these charges, on all these cases that were being brought about, think about it. There would have had to been some big blows at some point. This has been going on for quite some time now, and we haven't heard any, big breakthroughs for them. So that just leads me to believe that this is all complete baloney. And they're just trying to smear this dude's name and keep him off the 2024 ballot. Let's be real. And I'm not the only person that's waking up to seeing that. There's a lot of Americans that are seeing that. And that is the reason why these pollings are the way they are. Yo, definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Letitia James, man, another big fail. Let me know, do you think that Trump will prevail? I think he's going to prevail through all of this. I haven't seen one negative mark yet. I think he's going to win this all. Definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Also, make sure you guys smash that like button, guys. It don't cost a thing. Hit that like button for me. And also hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. I'll catch you guys on the next week.